Alrighty then. Hello everybody, welcome to something a little bit different from the majority of my videos. Today we're going to be doing a commentary style PPE. I've done quite a few of these in the past, and I thought I would do it for a whole scale character instead of like just an account or, a specific like set of days. I'm going to actually try and make this one like a bit more dense than previous ones. Um, Rather than just have it be, what am I looking for? There and no, there. You can, oh, it's a preset. Nice, okay. Um, rather than just have it be like, oh, episode 1 is me hitting level 20. I'm going to try and make my commentary a bit more dense than that, just because that was kind of the biggest problem I found with previous ones, is that your commentary would, or if you did it in a commentary style, it would be way too long. My night that I just uploaded, that half-hour long night, was alive for nearly a month, and I played very frequently, like maybe about 5 hours a day, just because winter break and my semester was light, like really light. Like I have nothing to do here. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have a single class from noon to 1. There's nothing. It's so I figured we'll do this. We'll see how this goes. I don't really know. Maybe it'll go great. Maybe it won't. I'm thinking similar to previous ones. I don't know if I'm going to like restart when I die. I don't know if I'll just end it there. It depends chiefly on when I die, really. If I die like, oh, hello. If I die like 8-8 with like fucking, like a 4-4 set, obviously that's the end of it. If I die like 2-8 with like jack shit, I'll probably just like restart between episodes. Oh, well, okay, fair enough. Um, so we'll see how that goes. Uh, I have I have decently high expectations for this. We'll just have to see. Yeah, so like I said, for the first episode, I don't want it to just be like hit level 20 and the episode. That's too short, I realized. And I'm going to try and make it a bit more dense. I want to try and hit like mid-tier gear, like 10s and 4s and whatnot. Maybe a little higher. I don't think we're going to be maxing any stats. Wizard has some very high max stats. Um, we'll see. I have hope that this will go well. But obviously we'll see. The benefit of doing it like this is, well, I mean, there's not really like much of a benefit over doing this past like a normal style PPE. I guess I make more money, smile. Um, but aside from that, it's technically, this is a lot harder because I have to edit a lot more. And I have to try a lot more. Um, but I don't have to find copyrighted music or non-copyrighted music, so you don't have to listen to shitty NCS for once. You just have to listen to shitty college student, which quite the loss there. Hell yeah, spider dens. These things are really good for low level gear. Um, it's a you're almost guaranteed your tier 4s and your tier 2s, and it's a decent amount of levels. So there's that. I would like to say, and I would like to make it clear off the start, that for new players, this could be a guide. I wouldn't recommend it. Taking what I do as gospel. I've been playing this game for a long time. I have experience with it. And so there are some things that I do that if you're a new player, you could try. Um, but a lot of it will be um, me doing O3s early, like really early on the character, or just making bad choices. Um, but there are kind of just like a general list of like things that you do on PPEs. It's borderline just a checklist of like running setups and wood labs. That's it. If you can run setups and wood labs, you can do a PPE. That's 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 gospel. That's 100% true. That's the only advice I really give, anyways. I just realized I forgot my pet. No wonder like nothing's working. That would be helpful. I'd like to have that, so I'm gonna go get that. I didn't want to do an NPE. I didn't want to do a tiered PPE. I just want to do a regular PPE. Um, and the pet is kind of a big carry, but a lot of this can be done without it, in my opinion. And I'm not just saying that from the vantage point of somebody who has a good pet. That would be, shitty and very useless for me to say that. I'm saying that from somebody who has done a lot of NPEs and who has done a lot of new accounts. It is doable to do a lot of endgame stuff without a pet. I will succeed the fact that it is harder, much harder to do it when you don't have, a max divine. Um, but it is, in my opinion, doable. And max rare isn't too bad to get, so there is that. But I guess the one piece of advice I can dispense to newer accounts is to focus on your pet at first. Obviously, maxing characters and getting a good character is important, but, if you're newer to the game, aliens, interesting. If you're newer to the game, your priority should 100%, I'm not even going to try that. No, your priority should be your pet. Feed anything else that you get that isn't directly useful for your character, aside from like maybe a couple like smaller items, so you can like you're not totally destitute when you die. It's so much easier. Nice. Okay, we totally didn't die again. I guess I'll take a Vit Ring for now. We have the best staff we've gotten so far. So, that's worth something. That's Mountain Temple Guardians, not anymore. No. That thing drops the wand, apparently. The ST wand, for the Summoner set. And then for some reason the Abyss drops the robe, and I guess it's a rock robe, but fucking lava, man. Why doesn't it drop somewhere else? Oh, there's a Magic Woods event starting tomorrow. We could use that. Oh, tier 7 robe, perfect. We could use that to max our dex. Nice. Labs are another halfway decent source of if other people come in anyways. Labs are a half decent source of pots as well. They whiz and defense, especially if you're playing something like Paladin, where you require higher amounts of both. Obviously not nearly as effective or as efficient as the setups, but it's a good alternative because it is a hell of a lot safer. So if you're not comfortable doing setups, labs also work. However, I do feel like these are a lot rarer, but they do kind of get the job done. I'd prefer it if the rogue or bard didn't rush. It's just because I need second though, to be fair. But yeah, labs are another good alternative. And if you're not much of a robe class enjoyer, defeat power. Hey, that's something. Oh, there's a lot. Is he gonna bail? Yes. Okay. I assume he's just going for lab robe then. Bard after all. I'll help them clear back for a second. Defense is nice, especially on a wizard. X HP chance. Expo would be huge. I need the extra defense for the wine cellar. I guess we'll have to just kind of see how this goes, really. The second boss isn't too bad. And they're all leaving. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's the problem. If someone rushes first and you don't really have anybody, you're not going to be able to do second, which is fine. That's the drawback of setups. I mean, of labs over setups is that you're not guaranteed the defense. I guess you're not guaranteed the defense in setups either, but it's a lot easier. You just have to do one boss. Hmm. See, that's annoying. Is when pots drop multiple, or dungeons drop multiple. I'm not gonna stay for tier room. That thing's scary. Dungeons drop multiple pots. and you don't get the one that you need. Let's be real, getting Vit is nice, but we need attack. Wizards got pretty unforgiving attack maxes, so I guess for now I'll stick in Highlands. If you didn't know, Highlands is a pretty good source of tier 7s and tier 3s. And then the occasional snake pit will pop up, which is really nice. Because maxing speed's kind of a bitch, and if you get a snake eye ring, that's gonna carry you. It's really fucking useful. Yeah, snake eye ring is a very useful accessory to have. I call it an access. Oh, you. Hello. Oh, I really should do that. Manor. How close are we to closing? 5. I think I'll just stick with Highlands. Yeah, snake eye ring is a very useful accessory if you can kind of figure out how to do a quick switch on it. If you look in my 4 slot, 4 space 4, or I guess any other keybind, I'd just use 4 because it's easiest for me. That'll get you out of a lot of bad situations, and I'd highly recommend if you aren't familiar with doing that, that you do that. It's especially for O3. A lot of the selling point of why I tell people to start O3 on Warrior is because of the speedy. If you had like a 6/8 knight and you knew how to use Snake Eye Ring properly like that, you're in good shape. It's really easy. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but it'll vastly help your odds of getting out of bad phases. It's also just useful for running around. Like this fucking Dark Elf Queen is a mile away. It's just you gotta learn it. Alright, let's check out our rolls. 29 dex, 32 attack. Those are both relatively average. 20 life, 21 mana isn't the worst. Obviously, our defense is going to be however many we've drank, which is 1. 20 vit's not too bad. 26 whiz is actually pretty solid. I think average for that's like mid-30 or low 30s. So overall, really nothing to complain about here at all, really. So I guess we'll start maxing. We'll see what we can do. I'd like to actually, by the end of the episode, try to get our decks down to like, actually theoretically we could max decks this episode if we like solely like unifocally focused on. That's not how that works. If we just solely focused on that, we could probably max our decks. We'll see. We'll see how things go. The problem is because I constantly record, and because I don't pause, how I'm doing this is I'm just muting my microphone. I have zero idea for how long I've actually been recording. Well, like total time talking. I'd like to estimate that it's somewhere in the ballpark of 10 to 15 minutes, I want to say. Hopefully. But again, there's literally almost no way to be sure. And I could just, not do that. I could just like use shadow play, but I don't trust shadow play like at all. I'm always worried it'll break. So here we are. Oh, our realm closed. Okay, no STs. Unless no, I got excited. I saw the bag. That's okay. We have plenty more time. All right, here comes the scary part. So here's the problem. Under about 650 health and 20 defense. 20 defense is the flat one. Average 650 health. The blue motherfuckers in here will one-shot you. That is with their full shotgun. So at like 20 defense and like 600 health, they're probably gonna one-shot you. We are well under both. So like maybe about half their shotgun, maybe less, will kill us. So this is where the snake eye ring comes in handy because we just blew past everything. To be fair, a lot of them were dead. I'm not seeing any like terribly amazing sets. But yeah, no, snake eye ring is a massive help in this. I do know that there's the Valentine's campaign going on. I actually put in the $10 for it because I thought it was like good. I didn't look at it, and I realized it's just a load of skins, basically. So that was a bit of a mistake. But uh-oh. I'm not going to use the UBHP from that. I think that's kind of cheap, like the campaign exchange. I'd like to, but no. Alright, first wine cellar. Nothing. It's annoying. We'll stick around for a minute. It's not an O3. Let's be real with that. It's not an O3. You know, we're just gonna leave. And a lot of people like to say that things are O3s. They'll just see a realm with like a decent amount of people and then immediately be like, you know, no. Let's be real. No. Also, I'm going to preface this. You're going to probably see me click off screen and you're going to see my mouse go away a lot. I'm playing in full screen because I'm on a laptop. And honestly, what I'm doing is I'm checking to see if my microphone is unmuted. I have hotkeys for it. Oh, hang on. How many of these crystals do I need for a skin? 4 stack. Why do I have 4 fucking stacks of those? Should probably pop that void chest on a different character, to be honest. Yeah, and I have hotkeys for its the up and down arrows. Have these changed yet? No. But I don't really want to. Ooh, we could do this. Wait, hang on. We could get these. I think I might. I think I might get these, honestly. The UBHP I didn't really want to get, because it's ugly. But you need 8 stacks of these, and it's once per account, and you don't get anything back for it. So I might actually do this. I might get this ring. Let's go check. Where are the skins? They're at the bottom. Yeah, they require 4, but none of them are like good skins. Okay. I guess we'll go for the Soulful Affection. We get anything? Ooh, wow, we got flat nothing. Nice, 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 nice. That's great. You'll love to see it. Nice. Oh, hell yeah. Expo. It's all coming together. Tier 9 robe's nice. We, jumped up quite a decent amount of defense. Expo, I honestly am not a huge fan of. I will replace it with para HP. Expo, I think, is good up to para HP. But after that, I think you need the health. D-Docs. No. I'm okay. I'll go for my sprites. I'll stick low. No need to do anything too crazy. Ooh. Nice. Tier 3 spell. Oh, what are these stacks of 35? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Solid. Solid. We might actually. Ooh. You. I cannot respond to that guy because I don't want to die to this thing again. I'll. Skills. Yeah. That's not good. Oftentimes, swear to God, y'all find ways to PM me in the worst time possible. I like it. I like getting messages from people. But sometimes, if I'm not responding, yeah, yes, it will be a video. Guaranteed. Normally, that's a no. Actually, normally when people ask me if a character is gonna be a video, I just say probably not because honestly, yeah. Yes, yes. Well, I got some good news for you, man. Here you are. um, but yeah, I think that's a pretty good topic to talk about. I do get a lot of DMs from people. That's not me saying that in like a vain way. It's just, you know, whatever. People recognize me. It's pretty easy to recognize the name fucking Puberty. So I got a lot of messages, right? And oftentimes I'll try to respond. I've seen a lot of higher YouTubers, like more popular people, who just like ignore a lot of DMs, and that's not great, you know. And obviously it's not like I'm fucking making mosh pits or anything. I'm not like famous at this or anything. Just people know who I am. So like I try to respond to people as best I can. Um, Sometimes it is a little difficult, I will say, if I'm in the middle of something or actually, yeah, that's it. If I'm in the middle of something. So if I don't respond right away or I don't respond well, it's probably because I'm in like an O3 or something. So there's that. Also, it is always a PPE. People will DM me and I'll have like tier 10 staff and they'll ask if it's a PPE. And I'm starting to think that the reason people DM and ask if it's a PPE, even with a set like that, is they're seeing if it's just a regular PPE or if it's like an NPE or something. Generally, it's a PPE. That's kind of the rule of thumb. Hey, hell yeah. We got our server heart. I'm gonna equip a Ventures belt at some point. That is solely for the server heart. I would like to make that clear. I will literally never use anything else in an adventurer's belt besides the server heart. Why? No fucking idea. Just how it goes, man. That's the law of the jungle. Check the safe spot. Yeah. Against the wall here, you won't get petrified. It's totally fucking useless, but you know what? Now you know. Also, we are kind of close to getting the first half of the ring. Obviously, I'm going to get the health one first. It is once per account. So I think to counteract the fact that we are using this remarkably easy set of shards to get it, I'm going to put it on immediately. Um, and that'll be that. If we die with it, then we lose it for good. And that's karma for using it. But if we don't, then we're just stressed for the entire character. I do want to acknowledge, though, that the gardener can drop this ring. I've gotten it before from the gardener. That's P-bag. So that is a contingency plan. I like the tier room from Mountain Temple. This thing can be really useful. That's an orc mark. Can drop extra rings. Can drop high tier gear. This thing is it's kind of where it's at. I don't think it's ever gonna give me an extra HP on the PPE, but it can drop shit. Yeah, like a single vit pod. That's actually that's exactly what we want. White. What do you? It's There's no way that thing drops whites now. Let's realm eye this bitch. Mountain Temple. Treasure room boss. It does! Holy shit, the tier room drops the Mountain Temple whites. All four. Jade Storm drops some Mountain Temples, apparently. I feel like I knew that. Yeah, because 01, 02, and Magic Woods drop their items. Yeah, okay, alright. Well, shit. We care about Mountain Temples now. Kind of. That thing kind of sucks. See, if I never mind. I was about to say if I had to choose a white from this, I would let Mark. It would be to get the robe because I think the robe is, probably the most useful. The staff's not terribly good. There's no way. Damn it, should not TP'd. That's a nice snake pit. I guess I'll do the bees. Bees can drop gear. Problem is that like shit like Ice Cave doesn't drop anything. Okay, big bees out. Yeah, okay. These things are scary, but they can drop extra HPs. So, there's that. Ooh, ghost ship. Ooh, wow. Speed decks. Nice. Okay. Instead of doing the ghost ship, I'm gonna go get the first half of my ring and finally enjoy some goddamn inventory space. Yeah, pretty nice. I do think I will eventually put a backpack on. Oh, bye. 150 health, holy shit. Okay, so now we run the risk, because we have something actually valuable on. We do run the risk of, well, dying. We'll like, with something valuable. Like, I don't want to lose this. That would be inconvenient, but we'll see. I don't know how the fuck I cracked blue first. I don't think anybody was shooting the other one. We're about halfway toward the. I wonder if these guys drop shards. I haven't really thought about that. Probably not. Probably only Ivory, and then Ivory drops like 20 of them. Maybe. I'll probably get up to the ring, the Soulful Affection, and then call it there. How long have I been recording for? Hour and 13 minutes. Okay. Like I said earlier, I have zero idea how long this is. I could end it, and it could be. Ideally it's somewhere around half an hour to 40 minutes. I'm gonna be upset if it's like an hour long. There's physically no way for it to be an hour long, and I don't think it'd be anywhere near 40 minutes long unless I like talk for the next 20 minutes. We'll see. I By the way, if this gives me a water robe, I don't think it will because water robe isn't real. But if you like, I don't know, if you like wanted to give me one, like you don't have to or anything, but like, I don't know, sigh, I guess, if you like decided, I don't know, today we're just feeling nice today. We like to do a little bit of tomfoolery here and give people water robes. I forgot that it has a proc, honestly. I forgot they buffed these ones. I know the I remember the red one because I got a fire armor somewhere recently. Let's see if it drops shards. New wisdom on a max. 19. 19. What the fuck? Nope. Oh well. Okay, so that's the problem with doing Janus, is you're going to miss O1. I do think that the castle needs a pretty heavy rework in that regard. I think that if Janus is the door warden, shouldn't you need him? Like, to fight him before you go into the... He lets you in. So I think that that Janus area needs to be a guarantee. And when when you kill Janus, it literally, like, the hallway splits. His boss room splits in two directions. And one of them's the castle, and one of them's the court. Or one of them's the chamber, and one's the court. Because it's annoying. And logically, that would make sense. He's the god of doorways. And while we're fine. Well, I get that technically the doorways he's offering you is the choice between the court dungeons. Logically, he should also protect the way to Orcs' castle. He should be a last line of defense between O1 and the other one. And I get it, the Guardians, whatever, are technically, but no, it's Janus. I don't know. I don't know. That's just something I've been mad about for like a while. Little pro tip for this phase: if the bomb looks like it's not moving when he throws it up, it's coming right toward you. If you're like directly beneath him. If you don't know how to do this phase, generally you should stay to the bottom. Stay at a a flat 90-degree angle to him, either beneath him, above him, or to his left and right. The cardinal directions. Stay to one of those. You have more room to move. And because the bombs outside go in a circle, you're not going to get clipped by them likely. It's just good business. That's phenomenal. And we're almost there. We need 25 more shards. Do I want to stick around and see if this is an O3? No. Alright, this is our last dungeon for it. Not too bad overall. There we go. Okay, I'm going to, quickly before we go, I'm going to equip an adventurer's belt just for my thing. I should have a lot of them. Yeah, I don't really use these things. Yoink. My potato. Okay. Once this loads, you gotta like spam kick it. Yeah, there you go. I hate that. There we go. Okay, how do I do this? Do I just drag them on top of each other? I'm assuming it works like the alien portals. Or the alien ones. Hang on, I gotta do this right. Okay. And no. Uh-oh. Can you not drag them? Or do you exchange it? Let's go look. Or can you... Ah. Here I was thinking that you could do this. Oh, you can. That was weird. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Okay, overall, not too bad. Stats are okay. Really not much to complain about here. So ambitiously, next episode, I would like to max speed, dex, vit, and whiz. The bottom four. I do think that is very doable. And by that point, I'd like to even try and complete at least 103 next episode. For where I am in the game, I do think that is incredibly doable, especially because now we have about 20 defense and 760 health. I have more than enough to complete it. We have good speed and a snake eye ring, and I think I'm going to put a backpack on. Flame me if you want, but why do I have an Omni? Oh, hang on, before we go. Hang on, I gotta organize it. There you go. There's so many of them. You need to be able to use these things for something. I do like having a backpack full of health pots. If you have extra backpacks, always, always, always keep the extra health pots on you. It's beyond useful. So I think in order to start O3s fully, I would like to maybe try and get a couple holy waters just in case we get Dama or a bad Splendor. So for loot boosts, I'm gonna be different than how I normally do PPEs, which is I just fucking grab them. I don't really care. They don't really do much in my opinion. Um, I have one here. I'm not gonna use any of these three items. I'm going to do it from quest chests that I get only. So yeah, obviously if I get the marks and I get like a crystal chest or a nest chest, I'll do it. Um, I'll probably just pop these on a different character. Yeah. Either way, thank you all so much for joining me. It's been a bit of a blast. I've been recording for almost exactly an hour and 30 minutes. I have no idea how long this is going to end up. If it ends up being like 40 minutes, I'm so sorry. If you want to see more of this, let me know. If you have anything you want me to talk about, let me know. Overall, we're doing very well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.